This podcast is brought to you by Black Cat Studios, a hub for entertainment, creation, and collaborative storytelling. Thank you for your continued support.
Hey everybody, welcome back to So You Want to Be a Weeb podcast. We got with us today, we got Connor Jesso.
Yo.
Yo. And Ethan Bougeot.
What's up?
Young Milk. not much guys. Thank you for coming in.
The tragic of that. Jesus Christ.
I hope you guys are doing well. We got some. I'm excited for today's episode. I kind of want to see what you guys think of as some like really good starting like intros into anime, especially from our kind of different perspectives here. I think that it really will. We have an interesting group of them by the end of it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna try to do like a movie and maybe a series of sorts. Probably get into a bit more discussion on the series and such. But does anyone have a strong start that they like to go for?
Oh, man.
I don't know. I guess the first anime I watched were, I think the same as a lot of people, which
That's
is
a
like
good- that's a
what
good
because the first anime I watched are people that recommended me things to start with, and
Right.
I to name a few, Death Note, a lot of people's first.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's a great one.
Bleach, Blue Exorcist, Sword Art Online, an anime called Toriko.
Okay.
Torgo,
It's a
yeah.
fucking fun
Yep.
one. I didn't see all of it, but I really like it. Those are like the first ones I watched, and it's a pretty like interesting
Not a bad
range of
intro.
like interesting range of shonen and what was it, shoujo?
Shoujo.
Or
Yeah.
seinen or
Yeah,
seinen
shoujo.
maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, probably. Yes, right. You're probably right. More seinen.
Yeah, seinen.
Yeah. You're not having necessarily your magic girls or like Sailor Moon sort of.
Yeah, I know. I haven't
Yeah,
really
probably
dug
more
into
that.
that part of the world yet.
I want to watch that.
Okay. What was your intro into anime, Ethan?
I want to say sadly, but not at the same time. It was Naruto.
That's heat, bro.
Hey!
That's heat.
It was very good
It's
for a
fair,
first. Like it was a long one for a first one. Most
100%.
definitely. I did watch Death Note after that though, so like I had some pretty good like starters. I feel like
Nice.
Naruto was a very good one to just get into off the rip.
Especially in
Yeah.
terms of one of the big three.
Yeah.
Like it's probably the
It's most acceptable, I think.
Yeah, it's the easiest in terms of like you can really gauge a lot of difference in it, especially off of the big three. Like your Bleach is pretty heavy right off the bat.
Yeah.
Like it's for an older audience.
Yeah.
And then One Piece kind of gags you with like it's comedy,
Yeah.
but also deals with some shit.
I feel like with One Piece, you need a lot of like anime to like reference off of too.
Yeah,
Just
I
to
would
understand.
say that One Piece is not necessarily a starter anime.
I think a very good starter anime would be like Demon Slayer,
Oh yeah,
Okay.
that's
because you're getting a quality like story, getting good characters off the bat. They're all young,
Mhm.
so to speak, and you're
and you get to see very like within a decent amount of time, like a short amount of time, you get really nice character development
yes,
already.
and some quality animation,
Mm-hmm.
very high quality
You're
animation.
100% right. Would that be what you would suggest as your first like your intro right now to a
I'd-
TV like anime series?
I'd say right now, yeah, probably that's probably very high up on the list. Just 'cause
That's
it's
a good
very,
one.
Yeah.
It's very easy to get into.
Yeah, and I mean Tanjiro's a great character.
Yes.
I love his. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not believable that you're gonna be able to breathe through all the shit, but like
He's a very like
I
general.
you want to root for him.
Yeah. He's a very I say normie, but he's very normal, like main anime protagonist.
No. I think he's a very level-headed. Where a lot of like shonen protagonists are really goofy.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
Especially with like Naruto.
He is a little
Like
dumb
first
sometimes.
season Naruto. My God, he's a dummy. He's a right dummy.
He's always a dummy, bro.
He grows up, and you get some really like, oh shit, this kid's grown.
Guess what?
Sort of arcs.
You believed it, did you not?
You believe it.
Yeah.
100%. For my series that I would say to start with, I think it's dependent on what you generally like to consume
Yeah.
Yes.
as
very
like
much.
your general idea of like media. If you like the fantasy side of things, then there is a bunch of really great sort of entry shonen that you can get into that I think have good morals behind it. Like they're trying to teach you a little bit of something, but not necessarily shove anything down your throat. Like you feel like you're like, I'm not a bad person for wanting to root for this person. You know?
You know what's a really, really good starter?
Oh yeah.
Dr. Stone.
100%.
Because
I do
it's
enjoy that one.
Dr. Stone is a good one because one, it's short. Two, like it also introduces like again like a character where you want to root for every character you want to root for because you're rooting for like the recreation of humanity essentially.
Yeah.
And it's a show that has very accessible characters, a lot of character development and development in relationships, and it's also not very overly sexualized if that's something that keeps you away from anime.
That's true.
It's not. It's something that's easy to get yourself into that kind of world before you dive right into Food Wars. You know?
Yeah. No, Food Wars is absolutely the best.
Yeah. Food Wars is best starter anime. But I have a little bit of a list. Aside from like the big three, I would recommend like Assassination Classroom. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Dr. Stone, I said.
You need a little depression at the start.
Yeah.
It's not bad to actually have a good gauge of like the scope of like stories you can get in anime.
Not always
right?
gonna
Like,
be happy.
if you're a bit more of a serious, like you want a bit more of a serious like take on things, probably don't go towards your like 90s shonen anime. Yeah. Because they're pretty clean cut. Like they're not going to be crazy hitting unless you're going into something like One Piece, but again, you're probably going to start One Piece and then like hop off and watch some other anime in between it and then get back to One Piece, and like the ebb and flow of One Piece is a lot more not necessarily beginner friendly because of just its massive sort of backlog. Yeah. But I mean that's part of the journey. That's the best part about One Piece.
I feel like one of the tougher ones to get into for like a starter is a comedy because you still have to gauge like if you're watching it in sub form.
I actually wouldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't fully.
I think it depends on the comedy. Like Spy Family is a really good intro.
That's a very easy.
I would also
one to get into.
One Punch Man.
Yes, that was.
That's and also Mob Psycho 100.
I mean,
That'd be
again,
a great one.
similar concept with
One Punch,
right?
yeah.
Like they're letting you know that this is satire. Like this is based in a. Yeah, exactly right.
He knows what he's doing.
No, exactly, and I think that's why it works. Both of those work so well. Yeah. Is that they're like there is a level of the punchline is these characters.
Almost.
Okay, so now how can we shape some funny situations and scenarios and problems for them to go through? And again, it pulls it from being more of just being like anime, like, and kind of like how Connor was saying, like maybe breaking that worried stereotype of it being like anime, big titties, all these stereotypes, and you're like, no.
These are little titty women too.
There is breadth of scope of like different characters, and like it. Yeah, you could have stuff that has some ecchi content in it for sure. You can find that, no doubt.
You're gonna get it.
But if you're coming from like a very normie, not to say. We're calling ourselves weebs. I'm gonna call y'all normies, okay?
Oh, there it is.
Normal people who watch live
You
action
normal
stuff.
humans.
Oh, you fucking people who are watching Wednesday on Netflix.
You watch
What are you
Hey.
doing with your
shows?
Yeah.
You watch live action?
The fuck is that?
Don't watch
There's a
action.
live action section on Funimation. I doubt anything has ever been streamed in that genre.
It's not good.
Yeah.
it's your K dramas.
One of them that's horrible.
Right?
And like concerts. What?
Yeah, I would say Attack
sadly
on Titan
watched
is.
Attack on Titan live action. Still
Oh yeah, I
entertaining.
forgot there's a live action.
Oh my! Hold up, the live action.
The One Piece is
Full
coming out
Metal
soon,
Alchemist.
live action.
That might be better though. Due to the fact
Yeah.
that
I
he's playing
don't
full
know.
partner.
Did y'all see the Going Merry on it?
No.
Dude, they made it almost look like
Is it a movie or a
Xenomorph.
series?
I think it's just a movie.
It's a movie that's doing part of the series.
Yeah.
If I
Okay, because I was like, if they're doing the series, then they're gonna have to like buckle in, you know?
Yeah, I don't think.
It's
Yeah, I
like-
don't think they're enough series.
Yeah.
I think they're doing I think they're getting up to like Fishman,
Yeah.
Oh.
That's what they said.
like the Arlong.
Okay.
It'll probably be a very like adapted story,
Yeah,
changed quickly.
condensed.
Change to actually end the story, kind of thing.
They found
Well,
the One
just-
Piece,
and-
They just find the One
Could
Piece
you
in that movie.
imagine?
Imagine they find the One Piece in that movie. That'd be
I'd-
insane.
No
I'd kill
way.
myself.
I would literally kill
People
myself.
have
Yeah.
waited how long, and you're gonna get that ended that way?
Sorry, I'd unalive myself.
Oh fuck.
I unalive it.
I think
Um,
also, Demon Slayer is a very good start. I think that's also depending on like how ready you are to like see what kind of subject matter you're ready to see. Because
Yeah,
I
it's
had
very
those like
shonen.
recommendations, and like I had and just like pretty tragic too in the way, and like more so than some of the other ones.
Starting episode is
Yeah.
It starts you.
It's just a kid finding his dead family like immediately.
It's a kick in the gut.
But like, I had like a if you're ready for more kind of list, and Demon Slayer was actually on that, including Jujutsu Kaisen. I would argue could be starter as well, but it's a little more like a little more on the seinen
if you're a
side.
little older.
And then if
you're a
you're
little
really
bit
ready
older-
to get into it, like go to fucking Chainsaw Man or Attack on Titan, man. You know what? First anime, Attack on Titan.
Oh, I do not agree with that.
You know what I think?
I would not agree with AOT being your start of
Attack
it.
You know what I think
that's
is one of the best
so
starters? I think is
What?
okay.
Konosuba.
What's that?
Okay,
That
okay.
throws you for
I
like a loop of like action, comedy.
would
just fun
say
adventure.
yes, but the main beauty of Konosuba is also having a bunch of history on that, like the
Yeah, I
isekai
guess there
genre.
is some like comedy.
The super funny bit of it is having the intro of
I think that was my first isekai.
Aqua. Was that your actual first
I
isekai?
think so.
Oh, LMAO. That's a part of a genre that I took a lot of I watched a lot of them.
Yeah. I still very much enjoyed it.
100%. Oh, well, I mean it's good. It's satirical in its start.
Oh, it wasn't.
But
it
it's
was my second
satirical-
one.
What was your first?
But the first one was literally like the same thing. It's called Cautious Hero. But it's literally
Okay.
It's literally just about this like it's another isekai obviously, but like it's a dude who comes into like this world to save people, but he's so cautious as a hero. He trains
Oh,
most
the
of the
overly
time,
cautious.
and
Yeah,
then
yes,
he just
yes, yes,
gets
yes, yes.
insanely overpowered. It's so
Yeah.
fun.
Yes, I know which one you're
It's
talking
basically like
Um,
it's like Konosuba exactly because it's a guy and a goddess as well.
about. Overpowered dude
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't.
gets his.
I wouldn't call Kazuma.
I wouldn't say.
overpowered.
Hey, the theft skill worked well. Okay, his pickpocketing powerful.
That's pickpocketing.
Snatch game, dude. For folks that haven't seen it, he pickpockets people's pants, panties.
Yeah, not just the pants.
Hey, yo.
Not just their pants. Actually, specifically not their pants, just their
The things
panties.
inside.
Not just on at a whim. It's generally
Just
like he's fighting
pickpocketing
somebody. He's like,
intestines.
I
I
can't
stole your
fight you,
pancreas.
but-
Stick
Whoop!
right
that
out there.
goes to the black market.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Imagine people pickpocketing organs. That's insane.
Oh my god.
That's probably an anime. for
Yeah, that actually would be kind of
That's
terrifying.
that's speed right there.
I would suggest for my series, if you want a little bit of fantasy, but you're maybe wanting to have a bit more of that slice of life, Fruits Basket.
Mm.
It's gonna hit you with really strong characters. You're gonna have great, you're gonna have a lot of happy moments. You're gonna have a lot of sad moments. It'll help you realize that anime is just gonna be able to help you convey a story that's simple. It's not. I mean, it's a complex story for sure, but it's
Yeah.
not trying to like ram itself down your throat. You know what? You've seen it, right, Ethan?
Yeah. It's very good. Very good. Very good pacing. It's just a very entertaining show all the way through, really. Very good characters all the way through. Like, really had...
You don't have to really like stress about anyone being on scene.
Yeah.
Like in character or anything like that, and it's a nice start to anime.
Very good storytelling anime. It's very good.
Yeah, 100%. Like it's not action packed, but it is filled. It is dense with what it has, and it's a really. I found it was a very like I maybe have cried here at this show, but I'm like sitting in this in like a good emotional state.
Yeah.
I feel good after watching this.
That's something I want to watch as well. It's on my list right now.
Yeah,
I think
it's worth it.
it is a very good show. I think another good show is like it came out I think not last season, like one before that. Osama Ranking.
Osama Ranking.
It's basically about this like kid who becomes a king, but like he can't talk. It's a very good like coming of age.
Is that Ranking
Ranking-
of
Ranking of
Kings?
Kings?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ranking of Kings. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
coming of age
Great.
show.
Cute.
That's a great
Cute as
starter.
heck.
Very easy to get into. Very
Yeah.
fun.
Oh, and you just
simple
your
animation.
heart goes out for Benji.
It's very good.
Oh
I thoroughly enjoyed
no,
it.
actually, that's a great option.
And
actually.
honestly, I feel like another season could even give more depth to the show. It was very good for
Yeah.
a first season.
It was powerful for a first season. It was running through a bunch of really interesting and like developed plot points.
Yeah, there's a lot of storylines.
Lots of storylines that feel wrapped to some degree, but leave you still being like, I want more of this world.
Yeah, very entertaining.
Yep. And yeah, like he doesn't speak, he doesn't he's also small, like he's a petite kind of like can't really do much. He doesn't have much
Yeah.
strength in many things.
You feel for the
So
character.
it's-
I mean, like, you feel like he's
You
weak.
feel for him.
Whatever.
He's just an outcast. He's a
Yes.
hardcore outcast, but he's a prince.
Which
And so you see how this family kind of like
yeah,
the balance of it all.
I very much enjoyed that show. Like without spoilers,
Yeah.
it's very, very good. I don't know if there's any spoilers really. They haven't really built that far.
It was under
very
I
underrated.
I almost like didn't even see it when it first came out.
Yeah.
But then myself, Connor, and Liam, we ended up watching it for the first like 2 or 3 weeks as it was coming out, and I was like,
I didn't.
this is actually like kind of
I
fire.
think half
Yeah,
the
it's
season
fun.
came out before I even touched it, and then I was like,
Mhm.
"Yo, this is real good. Like, this is surprisingly good for
Yeah,
an anime that no one talked about, no one knew about."
yeah, no one, yeah, 100%. I totally agree on that. It's and then, I mean, like you said, one season really, so like very digestible.
Yeah, easy 24 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a big factor
Yeah.
too for when you're getting into like an anime. You don't want to have anything that's super long.
Mm-hmm.
Something
Yeah,
that
once
keeps
you
your
once you
attention.
know that you can kind of get over certain parts of anime and like not gonna necessarily judge it right for each episode.
Yeah.
Sort of the writing side of things.
You gotta be in the right
Um,
mindset.
Then I would say like go for something like a Naruto,
Yeah.
go for a Bleach. I mean, if you really want if you want like recommendations for good longer running shows, Hunter x Hunter,
Oh,
Bleach.
Well, I was gonna
I
say
would
if you
also
want like a
say-
shonen that's not like 200 over, then Hunter x Hunter is the perfect call.
yeah, Hunter x Hunter is one of
Hunter
the
x Hunter
best.
is
Attack on Titan is very good.
Yeah.
It's not very long.
especially if you're wanting something a little bit deeper,
Yeah.
a little bit richer,
More story-wise.
a bit more into that like political history side of things. Like it shifts tones really, really well in Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's bro, the story of that show is, I think, is one of the best stories.
Me too.
Like they did a lot. There's a lot of stuff that you miss on
They
first
comment.
watch. A lot of stuff you missed first watch, and I watched it
Yeah.
like I've even watched it the third time, and I'm still picking.
See, I like him. I haven't watched it. I've only watched the first 3 seasons, and I'm waiting for the show to finish now. And Funimation has this like 2-hour movie recap of the first 3 seasons, but I kind of just want to watch the first 3 seasons again instead.
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah.
It's a journey. There's a lot of stuff that's like it feels kind of the same as like One Piece, where like when they say stuff, it's like, oh, there was a point to that. Like there was
Yeah.
things that was said
It wasn't
a while
just
ago.
a passing thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like there's meaning in almost everything. It's like, bro, this is.
You go back, you see like Rhina and Bertolt just like steaming randomly, and you're like,
Yeah.
holy fucking
That even
shit.
happened to Aaron too.
Just like, yeah.
Yeah.
I love those little details that get thrown in, are the ones
Mhm.
that make it that much better.
And I mean that is one of the also reasons if you are wanting a long-term anime, give yourself the opportunity to try One Piece.
There it is.
It's not
There it is.
It is. Bingo.
Took
You're
us how
being
long?
paid. Not really.
It's just one of those shows that like
Listen, if you watch Naruto, that's like 700. That's only like 300 more or 400 more.
well, I would even say if you're going to just do one, if you only want to like think about committing to one long-running show and you are okay with committing to that sort of show, I mean, do something like a Bleach or do something like One Piece.
In my opinion,
At this point, I like Naruto.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Very good.
You should definitely get through watching Naruto.
just for the
But
culture.
it's unfortunately it is the weakest of the big three. IMO.
Oof.
Unfortunately.
I
Unfortunately.
can see the
You know
points,
what?
but at the same time,
It's hard. Yeah, I can see what you mean, and I
feel
think
like Bleach
ultimately,
is
if I was like pointed a gun at my head, I think I would agree too, because I love One Piece so much, but Bleach is like the first one I watched. It just, I think I
Yeah.
think I would simp for Bleach for sentimental reasons above also just like how good the show is.
fair enough.
I also think that Bleach did a really good job in making a wide variety of characters feel important to the story.
Yeah.
Whereas Naruto tried to create an entire world
Where it's like
and
it's,
didn't populate it with
Yeah.
characters that was like made sense to care about.
Interesting.
You know what I mean? Like the filler. Like I mean, I don't love filler,
I'm glad there's no.
but
more
I'm
filler.
okay with filler if the filler feels like it's the crew's getting like with One Piece. It feels like the crew's just actually getting to get to know each other's goofier side for a hot second.
Yeah.
Or we're getting to see somebody get to kind of work on one piece of their character arcs. Like it's not crazy important, but now the next time we go to a main plot thread, now we actually have context to the growth that has happened. You know what I mean?
That's one of my favorite things
Naruto-
that's come out of anime. Like evolving, they've gotten rid of all those filler. It'll be like a recap episode if anything.
yeah. There's not a whole lot of new ones with besides fucking Boruto with filler. It seems.
Yeah,
Because the
and
animation
well-
studios realized you can just take the break, focus on the actual season, and people will still be okay.
Yeah, I'd rather fucking have
Yeah.
less come out and it just all be good
Yes.
instead of just mid every
Holy
week for like a fucking like imagine people watching the last 50 episodes of Naruto week by week just to see the series end after all of that, and then they just have to fucking wait until Shippuden starts.
Yeah.
Like that's insane.
It's very annoying.
Or think about you're in the middle of spoilers. You're in the middle of the Shinobi War, right?
Mhm.
And then you hit that sea of filler,
Yeah.
and you're like,
It's just annoying.
bruh, we're in the middle of something here.
It's like we're the best this show
Like,
has got right now, so let's fucking keep it going. Like your pacing is fucking crazy.
And it sucks when then at the end of it they're like, oh, by the way, it was all a dream, or it was not really important, and you're like, come on, guys.
Uh-oh,
Like,
guess I'll die.
uh-oh. It makes it very apparent that even as filler you didn't have a good idea for the story. Like you don't have a good characters. You don't have like good characters to like help build out a realistic or interesting side story.
Yeah.
Because
very annoying.
don't get me wrong, like I'm not expecting every moment to be, they're becoming the most yoked, goated, fighters of the world. I like having
Yo,
no,
what?
I
have to
do.
expect that.
Hold on. I do want that, and I do enjoy that. I just don't think that it's realistic to be like, that's all that these characters are. Unless you're gonna be like, yeah, this is complete farce. Hence why One Punch Man does it well.
It's a satire, baby.
He's not trying to do anything. He's just yoke. You know?
I'm glad you admit
And that's why it
Yeah.
works. We don't need to see him training because he does it. He's done 10K. He does his 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats.
Yeah. The squats are
Put in the
important.
work. No AC, no heating. You're
And
set.
just like that, you can become stronger than Goku.
And
Yeah.
that's
Like
what
that.
it is. Like,
You guys can do it too.
I-
Just become stronger than Goku.
It's proven.
That regimen itself,
You-
every day for 3 years. That's it.
You don't
like,
need to go to
no,
another
but don't forget
fucking-
the no AC,
You
the
don't
no
need to fucking
AC,
practice
the
in
no...
a gravity fucking machine. You just do what he did.
Dude, Goku got it all wrong. He wasn't training right. Okay,
What the
I don't know what
fuck?
to tell you.
Take some notes. That's all I'm saying. Peace out,
Good news.
trash.
But that's a thing, right? Like you get to see them because the part of their power is described, like explained to some degree, and given enough backstory. You're like, great. I am not necessarily. We're just trying to see him become more serious within the fight.
Yeah.
So that's on the villains. The villains get to pull that out of Saitama. Where we get to see Saitama be a great character is him being so fucking awkward in everyday life situations.
I'm just a guy
You know,
who's a hero for
him-
fun.
Awkward.
Yeah, and him being like in the middle of
He's himself.
he's himself, but like you're in the middle of a fight and you're like, oh my god, Saitama's getting like absolutely bodied right now.
And he's worrying about
And-
the sale at the market.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that's
That
silly.
shit is so fucking funny, and you think about it. You're like, yeah, of course he's worrying about that. That's
What else is he
he's
gonna worry about?
He's not worrying about this bad guy. He's gonna punch him once he's dead.
He's gonna
Yeah.
do his job.
Just playing with
He
his
knows
food.
He knows. And it's like, okay, so if you're gonna have characters that are going to struggle to get stronger, I want to see them have these moments of downtime where they're maybe ruminating on things, they're kind of pondering on things, they're working their minds in ways that maybe isn't necessarily the most like life-threatening, but it gives more breath to like it gives time. I think maybe that's what One Piece has really spoiled me with.
You know what?
Is that because of the
Yeah.
sorry, it just gives it time in between each of their power-ups.
Yeah.
And it feels like, yeah, for sure, they're going to try to work at and do all these things at the levels that they have, but they remember to incorporate actual timing into these events.
I think
Like,
there's one part in Naruto, a little bit of a spoiler,
Mhm.
kind of, in the beginning of Shippuden, when the Akatsuki do their thing, and it's Shikamaru's crew versus Hidan, and things end up happening how
Yes.
they happen, whatever. And that little like
Mhm.
afterwards where Shikamaru and his dad have that like heart to heart or whatever. Like that's like one of those like character growth moments where it's just like, yo, this is what I'd like to see. It's not there's no like
yes.
big fight that he just happens to grow during or anything like that. It's off screen.
Yeah.
No.
He figured things out himself type of thing, mentally,
100%.
emotionally. Those are the good things for me, I feel like.
I totally agree.
So you get
And
that
it's
after the
letting
heart,
you-
and it's just bad man Shikamaru all day.
Yeah, literally.
That guy.
Being able to they just do it infrequently in Naruto. Like they do it in
Yes,
Naruto. Don't get me
yes,
wrong.
they do.
Again, Naruto is one of the big three for a goddamn reason, and I don't ever want to make it seem like I disrespect it because that was the first of the big three that I watched through, and I loved it. It is a good show. It's just as I've gained more anime knowledge since,
Yeah,
I look back on Naruto and I'm like, oh, you could have been
better.
actually
So much
even, like,
better.
the scale of where you could have reached.
Yeah,
Holy bajoli.
it doesn't help. Although I feel
But-
like with one of the big three, getting into it, you need to have the right mindset as well. Like, yeah,
Yep.
Naruto may not be
Yeah.
as good as One Piece, or like even Bleach isn't as good as One Piece, obviously. But at the same time, you got to think at that time, nobody thought One Piece was going to be as good as it is now. Because
Yeah.
back when those
I mean,
three
no
were
one
coming out,
even thought of One
because
Piece,
back when
right?
those three
Like,
were coming out, One Piece seemed like the joke show out of the three of them.
yeah.
It was more
Yeah.
fun. It was more just like whatever. Obviously, there was the moments, but But still, in
Yeah.
my opinion,
No.
like,
I know.
yeah, it was all those three coming out at the same time is people were eating during anime time at all.
Dude.
All day, every Sunday.
Yeah.
Every Sunday they were set.
Well, now we got all the big three releasing again.
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
Not that
It
it's
is
all.
pretty nice.
Yeah, not that like we have much
Hey,
Bleach right now,
things
and we
change.
have a lot of good Boruto stuff, but like still.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I feel like
We're all eating.
it's definitely worth it to like get into the big three at some point because they're worth
With
it to
Boruto-
watch, to just get the
with-
culture from.
Yeah. With
Yeah,
Boruto,
what you
like,
said?
how long are all three series combined? Like, does Naruto, like, the whole of the series as a whole, like, catching up to, like, how long One Piece is at all?
Is that
I
with
think they're
filler?
pretty close.
With filler, yeah.
With filler, I think Boruto's at
With
like
filler, they're
I think Boruto's like 200 episodes, 300.
So that
Yeah,
makes,
so
like,
they're
900,
close,
that
they're
makes, like,
close.
900 something of Naruto episodes.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't watch.
Yeah.
I barely watched any filler in Naruto. I only watched the filler that was.
I watched the entire first series,
Dude.
and then I fucking gave
Yeah.
up during Shippuden.
yeah, same.
There's some good stuff in
Same.
Shippuden. That's what I'm telling you. Like there's a.
I know, I
full
should've done it the
Kakashi
other
There's
way.
a robot.
There's Kakashi backstory. There's Itachi backstory. It's like a
Oh, I
whole
watched. I
robot?
watched some. Like, I watched like. I went off a filler guide that was like. It had like tiers of like. Do not watch. You can
Yeah.
watch. This is filler, but still like really good and watch kind of like list,
Yeah.
which was nice.
See, and that's another thing. Like it, I mean, maybe it's because of our like the long running shows, right? You get lucky with being able to binge it now, but like. I also look back on some of those fillers and I'm like, man, you've done your fans a little rough, you know, like some of those fillers are egregious.
Oh, I agree. Because
I mean,
it's just half-assed.
no-
It's half-assed.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, you're
they're
like
buying
"Ah."
time for that good stuff, basically. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And I get that. I especially at a point in time in which they were either worried that they were going to catch up and not be right in the source material that they're talking about,
Yeah.
or inversely, like they just need to be able to let their animators have a break.
I'm
You know?
just glad that none of the big three did what Full Metal Alchemist did.
Yeah.
Where
Fair.
the writer said, okay, wait here, I'm gonna catch up to the story and we can continue from there. And the animators were like, nah, let's make our own TV show.
Yeah.
You know what the closest I think to Full Metal Alchemist almost happening was Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot there was a first.
That's why that final arc feels so long. I feel like they were kind of debating on whether or not they were going to jump ahead and kind of try to finish the story and put a wrap on it.
I'm glad they didn't.
I'm glad they didn't,
Such a
and I
good
hope
show.
that some point down the line they do end up bringing it back, because I know that the manga is still coming out, so like it would be really, really, really nice to be able to continue that one. But
It's tough right now because the guy who's writing it is having like hand issues and stuff, and his wife's trying to learn his like drawing style for him to help out.
oh, that's
It's mad
That's
sweet.
nice.
really cute.
Damn.
That's mad sweet.
It sucks.
Yeah, it's hard, especially when you're the one who has that really obviously like it's. I really love Hunter x Hunter. That show is
It's a very good
phenomenal
show. Very good
in
show.
so many ways that I was never expecting it to be. It's
I think
definitely
they-
a good.
I don't know how they put three main characters in a TV show and successfully hit it out of the park.
They got no.
Yeah.
I ain't never seen three pretty best friends.
In my opinion, there's three. Like, yeah, there's a fourth. You don't really see him as much.
Okay, hold up. You're right. Up until the very end in that in the election,
Yeah, I guess he's in that a little more.
goat.
He is. Yeah, no, he's very cool. Don't get me wrong.
Well-
I love his character, but it's just like he's not as prominent as the
I'm-
other three, in my opinion.
No, you're absolutely right. I'm just glad that we got to see him do that punch.
Yeah, no, it was-
Everyone, literally the whole association was thinking the same shit, and we're like, "Yes, Leorio.
I don't want to be that guy,
Fuck yeah,
but like,
fuck yeah."
are we
Oh, he
saying that
absolutely-
like, Buddy definitely couldn't have dodged that?
Oh
You
no,
know what's
He
going
absolutely
on.
could have. He took it. He took the
He
punch.
was like,
He took
was
the
like, for the
punch.
people. Fine.
Yeah, no. he knew how much worse it would have looked if he dodged it.
Yeah.
You
He
know?
made the right decision.
And it's
He
Leorio.
made the right decision.
He knows that he ain't punching hard.
Poor guy.
It's Leorio. But still, it was a really good, like, again, great character growth, development.
Yes.
They do it well. Those are the sort of shows that I think are the really worthwhile ones. Having things with like strong characters that have growth within them, and they follow down a plot that might be maybe morally ambiguous, and getting to see how they interact with that, and actually just let that change them and grow from it. Right?
Yeah.
That's some of the I think some of the most rewarding anime to really get to delve into.
You know what? I think we got to do a whole segment on underrated animes and stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There's one anime
I would
that I
love to do this
really
anime.
enjoyed that nobody I know has watched. It's called 91 Days, and it's like a pure vengeance story, and it's like Old Town Mafia type stuff. It's so good to watch. It's a 12-episode anime, and it's done. And I love it.
Fucking.
We love a good 12 epi.
I love that shit. When you can write 12 episodes of a solid anime with perfect art, like it's so good to watch. It's worth it. I'm like, whenever somebody's
Having a
like,
story
you
that
know something that's like underrated to watch, it's that, and then there's another one that I have. But that's a little different.
Well, you say that for that. You save it for the for that episode.
Most definitely.
Do you guys have a movie though? In case you not wanting to watch a series,
Are we
is
talking
there a
like
specific movie?
depression, or are we talking something else?
Mhm.
Because I realize a lot of anime movies, depression, easy
Mhm.
depression.
There are a lot of slice of life depression anime movies. You're completely right.
I don't think I've really seen any anime movie other than The Boy and the Beast.
Really?
Yeah.
I would say it's a pretty good intro though. It wasn't like if you want a little bit extra bit of
I've
fantasy,
seen some Bleach movies,
whilst
but
it's
like
still feeling, yeah.
I feel like a lot of studio
Those-
shows
those-
are generally good to get into.
oh, I've also seen Howl's Moving Castle.
They're very good, like
Yeah.
visual movies,
Yes, you're completely
But
right.
they're not at
the
the
animating.
but at the same time, they're not like super detailed, which is hard to do. And I very much
Mhm,
enjoyed it.
mhm. They focus on very specific aspects, and by doing that, it really helps unify the feeling of the world.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think there's one on Netflix called Bubble. I watched that. Very short.
Oh, I've heard of that.
It's like an hour 20, hour 30.
Well,
Very enjoyable. Like it's action based as well at the same time, but it's also like
okay.
it is like a little bit of a romance show. Movie,
Love to
whatever it's
see
called.
that.
But it's a very, very entertaining show. I keep calling it a show.
Cool. Movie.
Yeah.
Cool. I would also say you can definitely do like Your Name.
Yes, that's always
Definitely is
I feel like it's a very
really
like,
hard.
very basic one nowadays.
Yeah,
Which
that's
doesn't
what
mean
I mean.
doesn't mean
It
it's
is
bad.
pretty normy, but at the same time, it's
Oh, also,
it's
sorry to interrupt, but Jujutsu Kaisen 0. That's fucking
Yes.
amazing anime.
It's a good way to
yeah,
get into
especially if
Jujutsu
you
Kaisen.
then
Yeah.
yeah, especially if you wanted to kind of do something to segue.
It's a good
yourself
entry
into a
movie and show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's actually a great great point. Especially because it is so.
And it's canon.
that prequel. Yeah,
It
it's a
is.
canon prequel.
A lot of anime movies
Which
aren't
is pretty
canon
sick.
to the series if they're attached to a series. So
Yes.
it's nice to see.
Like your Red.
Yeah, One Piece, all the
Oh!
big three movies, like none of them are canon except for
And
one
you guys have
Naruto
seen
movie.
that, I assume, right?
No.
No, I'm about 20 episodes by the way.
Yeah, I saw that. It was...
Oh my god.
Well, I don't envy you. I'm still far behind,
it's fine, man. It's fine.
and I'm okay with it. I'm so okay with it.
No, honestly, enjoy the journey, man. It's worth it.
Oh, I am.
Yeah, take
I'm
it
just
slow,
about to get to-
enjoy it.
I'm about to enter the Thriller Bark arc.
It's a great one. Great
We're
art.
getting broke.
It's good. It's good.
I think
Um,
another good movie would be like Silent Voice, because that's always been a favorite of
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah. 100%.
It's very
100%.
different. Very different as a movie. It explores a little bit
You
of
get
the
to-
different side of like people in general, because it's like deaf girl,
Yes.
and then
Yeah.
like
You
main character
yeah, it's a
trauma
lot
and
more-
stuff like that, which is it's very
Yeah.
good story wise. Like
Mhm.
yeah, you don't get to hear you don't always get to see perspectives like that,
It's-
and
it's-
getting that to actually be feel properly fully portrayed
Yes.
and feel like a fully realized character in that regard
It's-
is really refreshing to see.
It's very out of the box for a romance,
Yes.
which is
Yes.
I
Enemies to
enjoyed it
well,
thoroughly
it's
when I watched
it's kind of not
No,
like
but
it's
it
the
is.
enemies to lovers sort of thing.
it. But it also
but-
deals with like real life stuff at the same time, which is really good. They do it very well.
Yeah, very respectful.
Real emotional trauma.
Very
real,
much so.
like, it's very good. I don't know how to explain it properly.
No, I think actually you're doing a very good job. It's a heavy hitting movie about kids in like high school, that sort of time, dealing with like the bullying and that sort of stuff. But like, and we then jump ahead some time, and some of these characters meet up again, and it's kind of how they've grown.
Yeah.
Since that first act, sort of.
Yeah, I guess so.
And it really presents a good deal of perspective and kind of helping remind that, like, maybe you don't think about your actions in the moment, but down the line, they do have consequences.
Yeah.
And they do have repercussions, whether you're ready to want or whether you want to deal with them or not, sort of a thing.
Yeah.
It's really a very heartfelt movie.
Most definitely. Pulls at the heartstrings a lot.
Yeah, and if you want something really short, I would definitely recommend Flavors of Youth, a really cute 3-part like mini series.
Flavors
sort
of
thing.
youth.
Flavors of Youth. Flavors of Youth, Lee.
Flavors of youth.
Just fuck off. God damn it. That was from
The
Mike
springtime of your youth, Lee. Honestly,
God damn it, guys.
how dare the fan contest not give us the option to do a Might Guy series?
Dude.
Right?
Trust me, man. It's annoying that even Sakura's up there.
She was in third.
No, I actually disagree. Give me an opportunity to finally give some female characters
It's too late.
backstory.
It's too late for Sakura.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that, because honestly, some of her actual good fight scenes are sick.
They are.
She seems so cool.
She's very cool.
And then any other moment within the anime, they're like, "I'm Sakura," and you're like, "God damn it! God damn it! I just want you to be cool.
I'm Sakura.
You should be a cool character." Pardon?
I'm Sakura.
I'm Sakura. Here's a fucking band-aid. Jesus.
Now I'm gonna go over there and do nothing.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have a kid with Sasuke and then he'll leave the fucking
Kishimoto
village.
fucking sucks at writing female characters.
Yeah.
Dude,
No offense.
he sucks. It's like I want to love it more, but like it's just so apparent. Like you can't get away from it. You're like, oh,
You know,
the only way you can make a interesting female character is if they're androgynous,
yeah.
and people think, and the characters mistake them for male characters.
See,
Isn't that the whole shtick with?
I knew
There's a lot of
female
that.
characters when they all came together in the war arc, and Sakura said, "I finally caught up to these two." In my head,
They just got God
Oh
powers.
I was
They
like-
just got
I
God
was
powers.
like, "This
God.
motherfucker knows nothing."
Okay, Sakura, fight them. Fight them right now.
You don't even have to fight them. Just let them release their abilities, and you will go.
Yeah, like just let their chakra
You're
weigh you
not-
down. Weak ass bitch.
like Bleach level.
Dude,
Release the
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah,
like-
literally.
Well, and that's another thing.
Liter-
That's
literally.
what I really like about Bleach. Bleach did their damsels better. You know?
Yeah, but their titties were the biggest of the three.
Yeah.
Where they're like, yeah, Orihime has some like defensive capabilities and like some
I'm
powers.
telling you, she has some defensive capabilities. All right, she got that mare bags.
Jesus Christ.
Get out of here!
Why do you think? Why do you think Ichiro lands on her every time?
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
God damn it! Not what I mean.
But that's the sad part of it. That's like her only abilities. And that's it.
No, but she's
Like-
not meant to be a character
No.
that's supposed to be this unbelievable badass. That's
Yeah, whereas
based
Sakura's
in
like,
fighting
you are a
and-
ninja that has to be strong like these people.
I think
Then
Kishimoto-
she just
Let
doesn't
me
end up
just
doing
see
that.
it. Let me just see them being badass individuals. Let me see them making a choice that is shitty, but they stick with it because that's their conviction.
I think
Rather
Kishimoto
than Sakura being like, Naruto, I love you, and then Naruto literally having to be like,
Nah.
my heart's breaking. Don't lie to me.
Yeah, no, that was a
Like
wild-
you don't mean that. You love Sasuke.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
I know you do. I've seen it.
It's like so
Like
fucking obvious.
I hate liars.
Yeah,
Like
that was a very good scene, in my opinion.
Yeah.
brilliant scene. And again, it does show the depth of character that Sakura could realistically show if Kishimoto let us actually have a moment with her.
Yeah.
You don't deserve
You
a
know,
moment
like-
with her.
Yeah.
That's how good she
You're
is.
right. You're right.
Maybe she's just too good.
Ooh, hot takes. Hot anime takes no one thought were hot.
Anyway, those are some good Franken starters.
Yeah, 100%. I know we threw a lot at you guys there, and a lot of them are definitely pretty well known. But I really do think that there's a wide variety of shows with a lot to offer. Anime has a wide range to offer in terms of stories you can consume. And I hope that if you do start looking through, that you can find something that really kind of tickles your fancy, because it's a fun genre to kind of or medium of entertainment to get into.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me, we know.
Yeah. That's why we're here.
So you want to be a weeb? What can we say?
I definitely, because I don't leave
Well-
my house. No, I'm kidding. I leave
Same,
my house to watch anime movies.
Yeah, I leave my.
because we're cultured.
In theaters.
Speaking of, anyone feeling that Demon Slayer when it comes out in
I
theaters?
didn't know they were doing another movie, man.
No,
I think
it's
they're
the
doing
first
episodes 1
episode
and 2 of
of the
Swordsman.
season. Yeah,
Oh, are they? Okay.
beginning of the season.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm definitely
I'll
gonna see
probably,
that.
I'll probably end up going to that.
You're telling me I get to go see that in HD in a theater?
It's very different when you
Cry with everyone else.
Yeah. Yeah, right. Oh god.
Yeah, that'll hurt a little bit. We'll see.
The good hurt though. The good hurt.
I don't know. I don't think there's too much. I think it's a pretty good arc. This arc is very entertaining.
Yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited to see where we go.
Yeah.
They're getting into some deep stuff, that's for sure.
Yeah. In my opinion,
But yeah.
I'm prepared for a certain character. That's me and my
Don't you dare
manga.
say any. Yeah. Don't you dare.
I'm not gonna say.
Don't you dare talk about the first moon mother fricker
No.
over there, okay?
No, that's not even what I'm talking
Oh, okay. Okay.
He's a great
And
character.
You see,
about. Great character.
you saw it. You see this. The back, the back of your head is ridiculous. In the most recent trailer that just dropped.
Oh, is he?
For the Swordsmith arc, you see the back of his head.
Oh.
He's like, I've always been here.
I don't think I've
And you're
watched
like,
that. I do not think I've watched that.
I'll link it up after our recording. But yeah, I think do you guys have any other tidbits that you'd like to add in today?
Oh god, that's a very good question. I mean, a lot of the Naruto movies are entertaining.
Yeah,
Even
totally.
One Piece movie, One Piece movies are superior. They're entertaining.
One Piece is superior.
I want to watch. I'm gonna watch a Studio Ghibli movie tonight. Here's a good thing. You guys recommend me a Studio Ghibli?
Ooh, okay.
I've seen Howl's
my
Moving
favorite-
Castle. I'm not gonna watch that again.
Okay, fair enough.
That's a great one.
That's the only one I've seen though.
I know an
I
underrated
really
one.
like Kiki's.
I'm gonna give you a very underrated one that I actually had to watch
All right.
for class. It's called Nausicaa.
Nausicaa.
It's about like this princess who's basically like defending her home from like a bunch of stuff. I don't know. It's very weird. It's on Netflix.
Oh. We got some homework. Okay.
Sweet.
It was very entertaining. It's a 2.5-hour movie. I think it's
Ooh.
Yeah.
two and
Oh,
something.
she.
Which
Ooh.
is big for Studio Ghibli. I was surprised at that.
Yeah.
It's very entertaining.
Cool.
It's very different
Cool.
from Studio Ghibli.
Right.
It is still that much.
Yeah.
It's
no,
not as like
still.
it's not as peaceful.
Yeah.
Right.
The animation is very, very
Dope.
Cool. Well, I'll have to give that a watch.
strong
too.
female characters.
I was gonna say
that was a very good movie for strong female characters.
that is something that Ghibli does very well as
Yeah.
well. As their female characters can stand on their own. They can do their own thing, and it's great.
Yeah.
It's great. Cool. Well, I think that's a great place to end it today. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, actually, just quickly before we go, Connor, do you want to give a quick little shout out to your other links, because you do some other podcasts.
Oh yeah, I just check it all. I'll send the links to you if you guys just want to check out the link in the below. We have a lot of stuff under Black Cat Studios.
Yeah, and
I don't know when this podcast is
Hero
coming out, but
podcast.
Aidan was on Hero HQ, our superhero
Yeah.
podcast. No
Really
clue
fun
when
to
either of them are coming out. So actually,
No
I
clue.
do know when the other one is, but not this one. So, but I'm sure
No-
this
no
will come.
timing on that.
It will already be out by the time this one comes out. So go watch it. It's in the link
give
it up.
Give it a listen to. Link it up. They'll all be in the links below.
Yeah.
But yeah, please check them on out. They're him and Jordan do a great job talking about all things Marvel, DC, superhero related. It's a fun little time. But yeah, you guys take it easy, and we'll catch you next time.
Peace.